Will interest rates ever get back down to 3%? We're going to talk about that next. Hey there, my name is Ryan Skaggs, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This channel is dedicated to everything mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. Today's topic is 100% on that interest rate agenda. So, where are we at today? I'm going to populate the average 30-year fixed according to Freddie Mac right above. You can check out the link below. Freddie Mac puts out a great weekly survey where you can go back and be able to see, I'm going to reference this during the video, you can go back and see historically where we've been at from week to week. So we had our recent highs of 7.08 October, November. Now we've come down off that. Again, that link is below in the description. While you're down there, I'd be forever grateful. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and click that bell icon to be notified as I'm putting out weekly videos on the channel. Now, we're going to talk about, are interest rates going to go back down to 3%? So the hard and fast answer, the easy answer is not right now. That is for sure. We are absolutely not going to see 3% rates in 23 and 24. There's just 0.0 chance in my mind, in my opinion. Now, why do I say that? Based on what the Fed has been doing is raising the Fed funds rate. We just had a recent Fed rate hike. We're going to likely see two more. It is June of 2023. They told us we're going to probably see two more this year, and then they're going to pump the brakes. So with that said, there's just very, very little indication that we're going to be coming down off of these levels that we're at. Now, are we going to potentially see lower mortgage rates by the end of this year? Yes, is my hypothesis. Yes, is my opinion in terms of where we see it. Now, if we're in the mid sixes, could we see something that starts with a 5 by the end of the year? That is possible. But a low 6 flat, high 5s, that is all very, very possible by the end of this year. Are we going to see 5 flat? No, I do not believe so. What we see in 2024 will be very tied to some of the monetary policy that goes on here in 2023. But what we really want to kind of get into is, are we going to see these 3% rates again? And my opinion would be no. We're likely not going to see those for a very, very long time, if ever again. We saw 1%, 2%, ARMs, 15-year fixed, 30-year fixed, that starts with a 2. I had a 2%. 30-year fix. It's just absolutely nuts, right? I've already sold that property. Am I crazy or what? I've already sold that and the loan is gone. I would have loved to have kept it. But with that said, why are we not going to see it? Well, coming out of COVID, they pushed money into the economy. I mean, like crazy did we push money into the economy through programs, we got checks, right? We saw all kinds of different things, and then we saw super high inflation. So that's why the Fed started to be able to do that. Now, if we saw another huge pandemic, could we go down to 3%? That's possible. I don't even really want to think about that again. But with that said, in a normalized market, absolutely not. We saw 2 and 3% 30-year fixed interest rates because it was artificially held down by the Fed. It was artificially, they were buying mortgage-backed securities. They were buying things and saying buy, right? So there's such high demand that the yield or the rate was continuing to go down as the price went up. So rates continued to go down as they kept buying. So therefore, in my opinion, we're not going to see those artificially low rates for a very long time, if at all. Now, will we see something in between? Will we see 4s and 5s and 6s for a long time from now? Absolutely. If you're looking back over time, if you're looking back and say, oh my gosh, I missed the boat. 3% interest rates were just 18 months ago. Oh my goodness. It's all perception. I'm 41 years old. I was born in 1982. You want to take a guess at what interest rates were? Go down and put your comments below. What's the highest interest rate you've had on a mortgage? I'd love to hear from you. In 1982, a day after I was born, the average 30-year fixed, 17.66%. 17.66%. So therefore, there's still houses being bought and sold and people still getting mortgages, right? So will we see those ultra high rates again? Probably not, no. But with that said, it's still, it's perception. if I had a 17.66 and we came down to 10, oh my gosh, we'd be dancing on the streets, right? We'd be so excited. So we saw artificially low rates is my point. We're likely not going to see those again. Wipe those from your memory. If you haven't bought yet, or you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to, I want to wait for rates to go down, wipe that from your memory. You're going to be sitting on the sideline literally for decades, in my opinion. So now, what do you do moving forward? Likely, yes, you will see slightly lower rates. Will that save you a couple $100s a month if you waited to buy? For sure. But I would also think that the appreciation of homes between now and a year from now is going to raise that amount that you're paying for the home 5x, 10x over what you would potentially save if you waited to try to get a lower rate. So my point would be is that properties are appreciating, even at a single digit. They are appreciating. So you're going to pay more for that house in the future than you are right now. They're not depreciating. We're not seeing lower prices right now. And with low inventory, we're likely not going to see lower housing prices. So you're going to see a higher price with a lower interest rate. So let's say you save $200 per month. That's right. Let's do that math. That's $2,400 in a year. So in 1 year's time, with a lower interest rate, you'll save $2,400. But if that $500,000 property appreciated at 1%, that's $5,000 more in a year, right? So $5,000 more or save $2,400 more. So if you're thinking about waiting for potentially lower rates, I think you're going to be sorely mistaken, and you're going to see higher prices on homes. I'd love to hear your opinion. Put that down there. Do you think housing prices are going to continue to stay up here in 2023 going into 2024? Where do you think interest rates are going to be, and what is that highest? Is anybody got me beat from 1982? So that was February 19th of 1982. The average 30-year fix 17.66. We saw it higher, but what did you ever see? I know from talking with my mom that she thought it was around 12 to 13% was the highest that she ever had. So I would love to hear from you. Put those comments below. Click that subscribe button if you made it this far. Again, this is the Mortgage Minute, weekly videos and everything, mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. Stay safe, and we'll see each other again very, very soon.